Yes, sir.
How's it going? We have the Seattle media here for you.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Tariq, what was your reaction when you got the call from the Seahawks?
Shoot, honestly, I was kind of shocked. I was just looking. I was like, it's only one person that can be called from Washington on the number. So I clicked on it, and sure enough, it was Seattle. And whenever I picked it up, I was like, I'm still kind of sick right now, honestly. So when it finally set in, I feel like my emotions have changed. But right now, I'm just excited.
Were you shocked because you hadn't had much interaction with the Seahawks or just over the experience in general?
Uh, I was just shocked just because I was thinking I was gonna go a little earlier, but at the same time I was just shocked because just the history of the Seahawks having great DBs, having a great secondary, and then just going there with great teammates. So honestly, I'm just go there and be a part of the team really. So at this point, it's just whoever gonna be there the longest. So I just want to be. I want to be there the longest. I don't care about wherever I start at. So I just want to be a Seahawk, and I'm ready to be there.
It sounds like you're familiar with the Richard Sherman legacy here and the long, tall, former college wide receiver. Did Pete Carroll mention that to you?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, no. Richard used to play receiver. Came in and played cornerback, and I had met with the Seahawks at the NFL Combine. I had a formal meeting with him, and we just talked, and he was just talking about how he was like had Coach Richard and how he was a receiver and corner, and how I made the transition too.
So, what's the benefit in playing wide receiver prior to making that change?
Um, I feel like the benefit is just understanding some of the route concepts and just understanding what receivers like to do and like just learning the tendencies and just coming from a receiver, you could just pick up on things like down and distance, knowing what the receiver's gonna do on this one, and as a DB now you can just be using instincts and know what to do whenever the situation comes.
Because you're new to that, or relatively new to cornerback, having played receiver, do you feel like you're kind of still an ascending player who's reaching your potential?
Oh yeah. I feel like the best is yet to come, and I know under a great coaching staff, I can become a great player. I'm already a good player, but I feel like I can be great. And the stuff I have to work on and the stuff I'm good at, I want to work on both of them. So that's what makes a great player. So I just want to go there and just have fun, really. Be a great player.
What went into the position switch?
So one of my coaches asked me to in 2019, and then I had just went ahead and went and made the position switch. And once I did, at first, I was kind of reluctant, and I wanted to be a corner, and then I ended up falling in love with it and honed in on my craft. And now I'm here.
I'm sorry. Why do you think you fell in love with it?
So just seeing myself get better each week. If as a human, it feels good to see yourself get better. So just watching myself get better each week, and from season to season, that's what made me fall in love with the position even more.
Corners that are 6'4" don't often come around with sub 4.3 speed, and you can say the same for receivers too. How excited are you to go against DK Metcalf, who had 4.33 speed at the combine a few years ago?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be great. Seeing him at practice because in order to become a great corner, you gotta have great receivers. He a great receiver, and being able to go against a guy like him, that's a big stature, just kind of like me, so bigger in weight. It's gonna be great going against him.
Tariq, Richard Sherman was a fifth-round pick that made that transition in college, as you mentioned there. Is it a little bit ironic to you that you're landing here in Seattle as well, in a spot where he did, and given the background in the same round and everything?
Yeah, I like now that you say that, it just really just clicked just like that even more. So I'm just crazy just to be in kind of the same footsteps as him, and just now it's just what I do when I get there.
What's the biggest jump in your game from your junior to senior year at corner?
I have to say just being more comfortable in what I do, being comfortable, making my reads and on the field and being able to play faster.
what are you most comfortable doing? Are you up pressing at the line of scrimmage? Do you like to bail? What kind of technique do you use there, and are we most comfortable with?
Well, here at my school, we did a lot of press and press build and quarters, so I feel like just being able to do both, being all around. But when it comes to it, I love the press.
How would you characterize the wide receivers you played against in that conference?
Sure, I say they're pretty good. Some of the guys I went against, they gave me a run for my money, or gave a was great competition. So I feel like most of the receivers I played against this season were pretty good.
What was it like running that one of the fastest times at the 40 at the combine?
It was pretty crazy. Whenever I got the official time, I was like, dang. And then after seeing that I made history, it didn't even feel real. But I'm just glad a person on my size could go out there and make history at the combine.
What did you think you were going to run?
4.2.
And a 42-inch vertical leap as well. Did you play basketball at some point, or?
Yeah, I had played when I was in high school, but I wasn't jumping that high. It just before my senior season, that offseason, I had a big offseason, and my body started to change, and just carried on to the pre-drive and training too.
You said you thought you'd get picked earlier. What kind of wait was that yesterday through last night into this morning? How frustrating or trying was that for you?
Well, I mean, honestly, I just was being patient. That's all it is now. You just got to be patient and pray that you go to a good team that fits you. And it just turns out I was patient, and I went to a team that fits me.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you, Tariq.
Thanks, Tariq.
Congrats.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Tariq, we will text you the Zoom link right after this, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.